What is land? Hi, I'm Aldric Toyad, a real estate negotiator with RGroup Sdn Bhd. My RAN number is 32167. Land. What we as lay people interpret land is would differ from how the law defines a land. The law which I will be referring to in this particular video is the National Land Code. It applies to Peninsular Malaysia, all states in Peninsular Malaysia. It does not apply to Sabah or Sarawak, as Sabah and Sarawak have their own land ordinances. So to understand what is land, you have to go back to section 5 of the National Land Code. Land is basically defined as, first, the surface of the earth and all substances forming that surface. So imagine the surface that you see as you're driving around, that is a land, right? Besides that, land it also includes the earth below that surface and all substances therein. So it's not just the surface of the earth that you're seeing, it's whatever that is below, underneath it. Okay. Next, of course, what is attached to the vegetation and other natural products which is attached to the land, whether or not human labor is required to maintain it. So a forest land, for example, a land alienated from a piece of the jungle includes of the timber, the trees attached to it. Likewise, when people are selling the land, agricultural land with palm oil fixed to it, cultivated there, it also includes the palm oil. So that's the third aspect of the land. Fourth, all things attached to the earth or permanently fastened to it, whether it's on or below the surface. Now, I would like you to picture, the easiest example would be petrol stations. Petrol kiosks, petrol stations come with, of course, the building attached to the land, right? So as you drive in, you see the convenience store, the pumps. When they're selling that land, it also includes the tanks at subsurface level. So land in this instance includes the building as well as the subsurface tanks. And finally, the fifth part, land covered by water. So sometimes some land alienated may, it was alienated previously and someone made a man-made lake, right? Or a water feature there, a large water feature. So when you are selling the land, it also obviously, it's almost common sense in a way, it includes the water. Yet, it is good to be clear about what we mean by land. So sometimes you hear in my videos or in conversation, people say the land is worth X amount, right? When people are speaking about land, just picture not only the surface, an empty surface, it would include all these things that I've listed. If it's let's say it's a recently alienated land planned for development, of course there will be no development there. It could probably be filled with trees, for all you know. So when someone sells that land, it includes the trees, lock, stock and barrel. It includes anything below. It includes the rock formation, if there are any rock formation. It includes a man-made pond or lake that is within the boundaries of that land or the title. So that is the definition of land. So again, let me recap the 5 points to what is land. First, the surface of the earth within that particular boundaries. Second, the earth below the surface of that plot, including substances beneath it. Third, all vegetation and other natural products, whether or not requiring periodical application of it, basically whether you need manpower to take care of it or not. Fourth, all things attached to that earth or permanently fastened to anything attached to that earth, right? So imagine, let me just give you an example. Imagine a water tank in agricultural land. This massive water tank, the cement, so it forms part of the land unless stated otherwise. And fifth, the land covered by water. Can there be exceptions? Yes, there can be exceptions, but this is the general rule, the general understanding of what land is. So when you are buying or selling, transacting land, it's good to be clear, because there are rare instances where perhaps the owner wants to bring the water tank with them. For whatever reason, they'd like to bring the water tank. Or if some of the buildings are movable, they would like to dismantle the building, take back whatever building materials and reconstruct it elsewhere. So clarity is important. Well, the general rule, the definition of land is this: there's 5 elements, there's 5 items. Again, there are always possibilities for exceptions. Do consult with your lawyers, with the owners, parties involved in the transaction for further clarity. Thank you very much for watching. This is a technical subject, I understand. But still, I appreciate that you've reached the end of the video. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead. Bye.